Hey everybody! Thank you so much for holding up the. We got to get some stitches going. So please welcome to the stage the new undisputed lightweight champion of the world, and by far the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era at only 23 years old. Teofimo Lopez of the Takeover, again on the Zoom call. I think I should be a ring announcer in my next life, but Mark Chinook's too good, so I ain't taking his job. We got some questions from the press up here. We will start with the man who named Teofimo a 2-time prospect of the year, Kevin Ioli. Kevin, please go ahead.
Congratulations, champ. Thank you. Were you happier the fact that you were able to outbox Vasiliy, where everybody talked about what a great boxer he was, as opposed to landing something big in the first or second round and knocking him out? Do you feel you proved more of a point by going 12 rounds and outboxing him most of the way?
Well, first off, I want to say thank you guys for coming out here, and for everyone tuning in right now. I'm thankful. What I noticed from Loma, I was trying to press. I was trying to make the fight, and I noticed in the beginning of the rounds he was just trying to warm up and try to adapt. And what I noticed afterwards, I picked up, was that he was just trying to wait to the later rounds to come and press at me. So my father, who is my coach, and he does a tremendous amount of work on me, and Joey Gamache alongside, he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm staying composed because I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to take me to deep waters. So I had to keep that extra win for the later rounds.
Now that the takeover is complete, what is phase 2? Because the takeover is done. You have taken over. What is the next step in this?
We're going to Disney World. Honestly, man, I'm just very. We see where everything takes us from this point on. You know what I mean? I earned my damn respect. That's what I think that I did. At 23 years young, I think now people could definitely, who is this? This is Teofimo, the Takeover.
Timo, congratulations on the big win.
Yep.
There were a lot of clashes of heads, and it looked like at times that he was leading with his head. You had a big cut over your left eye from it.
I know.
Man, what were you feeling in there? Did you feel like he was doing it on purpose? Or?
A lot of it is that we were talking to Russell, right? The referee, and we told him that just to watch over for the headbutts that Loma likes to tend to. When he goes inside, he'll lift his forehead. He'll lift his big ass forehead. But shit happens. This is part of the sport. You're gonna get into war sometimes. So my father told me in the last round to box him, and I knew that wasn't a smart idea, because I knew he was gonna come. And the moment I stood my ground and I started pressing him back, he gave up. That was really what it is. He literally gave up, and I saw it in his eyes. But then the cut happened. Thankfully, it happened in the last round, 20 seconds or 30 seconds left in it. That way, we were just able to finish off.
And also, you made it look so easy over the first half of that fight. Obviously, the second half, you're fighting over the second half. Does it mean more that you won the title in such an action-packed fight?
I don't even know what I did, honestly, man. I just wanted to stay composed throughout the whole course of it. Just keep him from not throwing so many punches. I knew that was his thing, and we had to make sure that, we close that gap, or we find a way to at least keep throwing that stick, keep him away. And every time he was throwing his shots, I would allow him, because what I was trying to do, and what I did successfully in a few times, was counter him and hurt him a few times. And I think he noticed that. He stepped back, calmed down a little bit. He wanted to try again, but I was ready for it.
Congratulations, Teofimo. There was a lot said between you guys up toward the build-up and over the last couple of years about each other. Did he say anything respectfully toward you, or anything at all toward you after the fight?
No, not at all. I went up to him. I said to his father, Papachenko, I was like, great fighter. Thank you for the work. Thank you, guys. And I told Loma, I'm sorry. Overall, I'm sorry, but we got the job done. You know what I mean? And I knew I won. I knew I won the fight. And he just smiled and laughed. But that's on his side, I fought people what they say was the pound for pound, and I outboxed him. I won every round, or at least most of the rounds, to win it by unanimous decision. I'm thankful, man. 23 years old, man. But that's a true champion right there. Loma was a hell of a fighter. He knows what he's doing, but his time is over. I told you guys. I'm smart when I'm in there. I'm gonna take bumps and bruises. That's part of it. Hey, shit happens. Like I said, this is the boxing world. and I know what comes with it. So I dig down deep in those last rounds for a reason.
I'm assuming I know the answer to this question, but just to be clear, if he wanted a rematch, would you entertain that at all?
For what? For what? I beat him, and I did everything that I had to beat him. If anything, it'll happen again, the same thing. There was no rematch clause for a reason. They had it. Now I can talk my shit. They had it pretty much where they didn't give me a rematch clause for a reason, and they gave me a contract on the side to pretty much say, like, if you lose, this is what you're gonna get for your next fights. Pretty much predicting that I'm gonna lose. So it's fine. Now, you know, they just gotta eat it up, suck it up, and now it's time for us to take over and move forward. That's it. I told y'all, man. Out with the old, in with the new.
So one last question for you. Your dad said a few minutes ago that he would like to see you move up to 140 because it's not easy for you to make 135. What is your opinion?
Honestly, you know, throughout this pandemic, you know, the layoff and everything, of course, you know, it's different. You know, I'm a big 135 pounder. You know what I mean? Perfecting athletes who are my nutritionists, they definitely do their work and their math on me. You know, and it's not even just dropping weight drastically. It's about making sure that my brain is fine and perfectly in good condition to make that weight. So I know I can make 135 again. That won't be an issue. You know what I mean? As long as I stay consistent with everything. That's why, you know, I'm building a house now with my wife, and I'm very thankful for that. We've been doing it throughout the process of this fight, just so I can have that in my gym. I can have a gym in my house and stay consistent with my work. Who knows what the future holds? You know, I would love to definitely unify at 140 and take all the belts and become undisputed champion back to back. Hell yeah.
And one more for Mike.
You know, you mentioned 140. Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez are supposed to fight for all 4 belts at 140 early next year. Could that maybe be a fight for you? You fight the winner and you go for undisputed back to back?
Absolutely. I think everybody was shook with Loma, and people have too much respect for him. And I think they see that I just bite down and I put the fight, you know, and I press on it. I don't duck or dodge any of these guys. And I think that they don't got the will to win like I do. So hell yeah, 140. If anything, it's dangerous for them, man, because that's where I'm really fully hydrated. I feel much better, and I'm faster and I'm stronger than them.
Yeah, it was certainly a great performance. Loma is a great fighter. How much better are you going to be now than you were before, having gone 12 rounds with a guy like Loma?
Man, I learned from this. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna go back to the drawing boards and get only better. You know what I mean? And that's the whole key about it. Fighting these guys, man, they only make me better. And I'm thankful to have the likes of Lomachenko and everything to be in the ring with them and actually pick up and learn what they got and just take it in and just work on being better for the next fight.
You know, I know you have the utmost confidence in your ability, but was there anything you learned about yourself during this performance?
No, not at all. Honestly, I let him press here and there. I wanted him to get tired, and I took some blows or whatever. I took some shots. They're not going to be effective as much. You know what I mean? And the thing was, because I'm going to get one of those shots in or 2 of those shots in, and it's going to hurt him. It's going to slowly get him. And that's what it was. The thing is, guys, I could take a shot. And the thing is that I don't care. If I get hit, I'm going to give you one back, if not more. So that's just my fighter in me, you know?
Thank you, Mike. We go to our first Zoom question, Cameron Wolf, ESPN.com.
Hey, what's up, Tio? How you doing, man? I heard you talk. Nah, go ahead and take your water. I heard you talk a little bit about, you know, obviously you being 23 and sort of getting this title at this point. A lot of times boxing gets criticism because, you know, people wait so long for the mega fights to happen. You anticipate being a champion that fights those mega fights, you know, when they need to happen rather than wait?
Absolutely. I mean, that's how it should be. That's why this new generation, I mean, you have the likes of Shakur Stevenson, you have the likes of Jerome Boots Ennis, you have the likes of so many other guys out there, young fighters. I have a list that I could give off of and that I grew up with in the amateurs. And the fact is that this is the new generation. We're bringing back what old school was, fight the best, and you push on it. I'm not here to pick and choose who I want to fight because I want to defend my title and keep that old. No, nah. And now who knows where my figures are gonna go up, if they're gonna go up after this. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone wants to be like Mayweather. In order to be like Mayweather, you gotta be like Pretty Boy first. You gotta fight those guys that they don't think that you'll win. You gotta fight the likes of those guys that are undefeated and is a good fight in order to make those type of millions that people want to make. Why are you buying so many chains and all this at an early age? You're not making nothing. You're not making not a dollar. So I mean, I'm just thankful that I'm able to be the first one to do that and push for the young ones out there.
And next we go to another Zoom question from the man who coined the term the Teofimo Express, Steve Kim. Steve, please go ahead.
Teo, congratulations on the victory. Here's my question. I asked this of your father. How key has training camp in Flemington been for you the last 2 fights?
It's been amazing. It's been remarkable. Shout out to Old Dog Boxing Club. I mean, to Heidi and Bill, thank you guys so much for having another successful camp out there in New Jersey. I mean, it's been tremendous. You know, it's very calm out there. You know, but now it's a new thing. You know, next year, hopefully, God willing, our house will be done, and you know, I'm gonna have my gym in there, and that'll be my new training facility, pretty much. You know, and who knows, man? Start a family. You know, with my wife and everything. So, just taking everything one day at a time. You know, taking this in right now, and by tomorrow, you know, we figure out something else. You know, on to the next.
Thank you, Steve. And we go next to Michelle Phelps. Michelle, please go ahead.
Hi, Teofimo. Congratulations, first and foremost. Now that you've shared the ring with Loma, was it what you expected, or did you expect something different from him?
I expected more. A lot of people were talking highly about him, and I expected more, but basic. It was pretty basic, honestly, overall. And I think it was just maybe it was a 14-month layoff that did it. I don't know. I mean, but I had 10 months layoff, so why does it matter, you know? But I fought the guy that everybody says is the pound for pound, and everyone is very highly talked about. You know, he's gonna be inducted to the Hall of Fame for doing one thing: 3-time fastest 3-time weight division champion, along with Clarissa Shields. But that's it, you know. Everybody's always gonna remember this fight with me. You know what I mean? About Lomachenko, man. We talk the talk and we walk the walk. That's what I do, man. My father just doesn't talk shit just to talk shit. You know what I mean? He believes in my abilities. I'm smart when I'm in there, you know, and I peeped a lot of things. But you know, facing someone like that and doing what I did, you guys haven't seen anything yet.
Wait, who would you like to fight at? You're obviously some attractive options there at lightweight. Who would you like to fight the most?
I don't mind being the 2-time email world champion. You know what I mean? That'll be fine. You know, I know a lot of people are already saying that this is not for undisputed because of that. Whatever with Mauricio Suleiman and whatever he did, but I just got a belt that said franchise world champion. So from the WBC. And you got a guy like Devin Haney fighting Gamboa, a washed out Gamboa, just for a record that he wants to keep it safe and pretty. I can fight those guys. I don't mind it.
Do you think Haney would fight you next, assuming he beats Gamboa?
I don't care. I don't think any of these guys will step up to the plate. And if they do, they better be ready. Because I don't fear no man. I told you guys this. I don't care. I'm in there to fight. And if you're not there to fight with me, you're going to lose.
Thank
like
you.
Loma.
Thank you, Keith and Teofimo. We'll find
Devin,
out.
why are you so sad? I know you was Team Loma, but now you could be Takeover.
See, I'm a top-ranking
Teofimo Express. What up? Say it.
But Teofimo, you said email champion. Is it Hotmail or Gmail? I'm not sure. Next, we go to Jeremy Harridges. Jeremy, please go ahead.
Hi, Teofimo. Congratulations on an excellent win. As far as the way that Loma fought you, at least in the early going, did that surprise you at all that he wasn't throwing as many punches as usual? I don't think he threw more than 20 punches until round 7. Did that surprise you at all?
No, it didn't surprise me. The only thing that I noticed from it was that I picked up that he's trying to take me to the later rounds and he's trying to just stay on his toes. He thinks that I'm going to gas out. And a lot of the guys that do that, man, they end up failing from it. They thought that, he thought that will work for him. You know, I'm a young cat. Yes, I am. But I told you, I'm a shark. I go out there. You take me to deep waters, it's going to reverse back on y'all. And if you ain't know now you know. you know, and that's what it comes to. I mean, the fact that it's hard, and I'm sorry for everyone out there, it's hard facing fighters like this that don't give you guys the excitement that I want to bring to you guys. I can only do my part, and that's about it, you know. And whoever I'm facing on that other side of the ring is what I could do. You know, it's tough when you facing somebody like the likes of Loma and doing things like that in the beginning of half the fight, you know, the half of the rounds and everything. So, but I'm happy and I'm lucky that, you know, and I'm thankful that we got the job done.
One more, Jeremy.
During the end, or at least towards the end of the fight, how fatigued were you feeling? Did you feel relatively fresh at that point? Was there any point where you felt like you needed a second wind to kick in?
No, I felt good. Overall, I just, what I did was I baited him in to get that. He tried to take me to the deep waters, and what I did, I reversed it on him by letting him tee off, whatever, and let him get comfortable, but let him get tired. I started hearing him huff and puff. Little by little, I started realizing he was gassing out. And every time we sat down in the corner, he'd take big, deep breaths. And I noticed that. I always look at my opponent and see what they do once they sit down for the next round. And I noticed that with him. So I stood composed. That was my whole thing. In order to do what you got to do, I have that second win. I have all of that already lined up. I have that third win if I need to. So I was 2 steps ahead of Lomachenko. That's what it came to. And that's what made me win the fight tonight.
Thank you. Only a few more questions left. The champ wants to get back to celebrate with his family. But we have a few more questions, and we will move. So one question each from now on, so we can get to as many people as possible. Sean Zattel, you're up next. Sean, go ahead.
Hi.
Hey, Teofimo. Congratulations, Teo. Hey, man, real quick, too, we got Sean Porter. Very proud of you as well. Watch the fight tonight. So, but Teo, you know, you mentioned Devin after the fight. Great performance. Is that a fight that you won at 135, or does that deserve a build-up to it being a mega fight at 140 or even 147?
If I took that fight, it's just for bragging rights, just to shut him up and destroy his career. That's really what it is. I don't care. That's the type of person I am. I ain't here to. I'm not here to see another fighter build up his career. If he wants to take that step and fight, I'm more than happy to just take him out that route of what everybody's talking about, saying the next Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that. Yeah, get out of here with that bullshit. And for everyone else out there, man, everybody's is cherry picking. Javante Davis, why are you fighting Leo Santa Cruz? For what? That's a 130 pounder or a 126 pounder. That's sad, man. And you guys hype these guys up for so many things, but it's okay. It's okay. Just put them in front of me and I'll beat them.
And next up, we go to ESPN Deportes, Salvador Rodriguez. Salvador, please go ahead. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ivan. I want to say in Spanish for el nuevo campeón, Teo. ¿Cómo estás, Teo? Fue la noche que soñabas, fue tal como lo esperabas, convertirte en campeón indisputado, en posiblemente, seguramente hacer el ranking libra por libra. ¿Fue lo que esperabas? ¿Y cuál es el impacto, el significado de esto para el boxeo de Latinoamérica, en especial para tu Honduras?
Me siento muy orgulloso de eso, que ya nosotros lo hicimos, mi trabajo, que eso fue ganando todos los títulos en mi peso, para toda mi gente de Honduras, toda mi gente de mis latinos, México, a todos. Ahora estamos tratando a ganar más títulos en 140. Si Dios quiere, si José Ramírez quiere pelear conmigo o Josh Taylor, podemos, if one of them win, you know, eso puede hacer una gran pelea en 140.
Thank you, Salvador. Next, well, since he's from the UK, it's God knows what hour of the night/morning. Jonathan Nagaf. Jonathan, go ahead.
Hey, Teofimo, John here from Pro Boxing Fans. It's 7 a.m. here. Congratulations, man. A lot of people were saying, obviously, before the fight, and will continue to say that Lomachenko is one of, if not the pound-for-pound best in the world. With the performance you put in tonight, where do you think that ranks you now?
Top 10. I'll be in the top 10. It's fine with me. I'm okay with that. We still got a lot more to do, you know, and there's so much more that I want to accomplish. This is just the beginning. I'm not satisfied with this. I definitely want to collect more. And I'm just going to enjoy today, take it all in. And when I go to sleep and I wake up, I'm just going to move on to the next thing. What's next that task that I should that I can achieve and overcome. By the way, good morning, and thank you for staying up this early or this late to talk to me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys out there in the UK and all that. Eventually, hopefully, if once COVID is done with, or we can have those travel bans out of the way, we could make a fight happen in the UK.
Okay, next we have Cameron Wolf.
Hey, Teofimo, like just kind of listen to you talk. I know you probably want to have sort of the star power. What do you sort of think about your crossover potential, the ability to be maybe a star, not just in boxing, but throughout all sports?
A lot of people were talking about that. My team, everybody throughout this whole week was talking about the fact that, I'm going to be a big superstar after winning and beating him. I didn't listen to that. The same thing, I was promised a lot of things, endorsement-wise and everything, after beating Coleman, becoming world champion, winning my first world title at Madison Square Garden. So I don't think anybody's going to tune in on that. I don't think anybody wants to sponsor me, man. It's fine, though. You know what I mean? I'm going to say that. If it comes, it comes, and I'm thankful for it. I don't know why, man. I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? I feel like that's probably what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong. But it's okay.
Okay, we're still waiting for Evan to come back. We get a couple more questions. Phil, you said
nobody gives me my fair share. I don't know why.
You said you were
I've been dealing with this shit for so long.
You told me a couple years ago you were going to beat Lomachenko. You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jeff. Claro.
Teofimo, buenas noches y felicidades. Deportivamente, esto es lo más grande que le ha pasado a Honduras. La gente en Honduras que no tiene esperanza, que sufre tanto, que hay tanta pobreza, tantas cosas malas, hoy se olvidó de todo esto gracias a ti y celebran y están detrás de ti porque ahora nuestro país tiene un campeón mundial. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Muy feliz y muy orgulloso que nosotros ya hicimos algo muy grande, ganando mi primer título contra Richard Comey en Madison Square Garden. Esto fue para toda mi gente de Honduras. Ahora, pero pandemia hit. Now we come back with 4 or 5 titles. Pero la cosa es que esa es mi cosa que yo estoy tratando de hacer ahora, es que hacer la esperanza para toda mi gente allá, todos mis latinos, porque eso es más, para mí eso es la cosa que es muy importante. It's just important to me. Todo esto que yo estoy haciendo ahora es para yo pueda ayudar a toda mi gente allá, todos mis latinos, y con tiempo vamos a hacerlo.
Translation is, I feel very proud of this moment. The first time around in December, we did it for Honduras, and we were supposed to go before the pandemic hit, but now we're coming back to bring more joy and more happiness to my people. We bring in all the belts, and this is very important to me because this is what really matters to me, bringing joy and happiness to my country.
Why is that, though? Can I ask you guys that? Why is it? I do all that I can. No one gives me my fair share. When is it going to be enough for y'all? Honestly, I do a lot. It's like, it ain't even enough. And you know why? And that's why nothing in life is promised. I don't take this and I let it get to my head. I'm on to the next. This isn't enough for me. Because you know what? I thank you all for that. And no. And it's but you guys made me stronger. USA Boxing has made me stronger from winning the US Olympic trials, Rio Olympics, when they did so much corruption shit on us. They made me stronger. Coming into the pros, you guys have made me stronger, so I thank you for it. But understand this, I'm tired of the shit. Give me my damn respect. That's it. All right? And I thank you guys. I'm going to end it with that. I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. But come on, man. Give me a break, yo.